For 3 years, we went inside the mind of Mencia.
Carlos Mencia has been described as quirky, and we saw that on the TV show. He also brings his distinct point of view to the stage.
Yeah, for one night he's in Omaha. Carlos, good to see you again.
What's
Happy
up?
5 year.
You know,
Good to see you.
5 years. You only came once. Did you come back for us for the 5-year anniversary?
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that
I
why
heard.
you're
I said I got to stop by. I actually added the date not very long ago. So yeah, and my wife's birthday is tomorrow, so I'll probably be in trouble for being here. But
Yeah, that's okay.
We're glad to have you.
Cool.
You're touring a lot right now.
Yeah.
Does it allow you to connect with fans in a new way? I mean, you've been at this for a long time. So at this stage, what's the benefit?
you know what it is? It's like as a comedian, you always have to keep your pulse on people, and when you don't do that and you step away from it and you come back, it's almost like you've been gone forever.
Yeah.
People are so fickle, and everything changes. Like a joke that you tell today is good, and then tomorrow it's edgy, and then the next day it's old. You just gotta be there. And people around the country feel like they're different, even though they're not. So it's awesome to connect those dots.
Right.
You know,
that.
it's so amazing to be able to come here and tell a joke that I told 2 days ago in West Palm Beach in front of people's average income who's about $120,000 a year.
Yeah.
To come here where it's regular people and make them laugh at the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why you got to keep doing it.
Has your style changed over the years? It seems like maybe you've mellowed a little bit. I was just watching some of your clips. Have you mellowed or not?
Yeah, but here's what's weird about that. I'm able to say things now that are so much edgier than before, but I'm not mad about it.
Right.
I'm not angry about it anymore. So now it's just like, wow.
Was that a conscious move on your part, or do you think it was just maturation in general?
Nah, it's that story about about the old bull and the young bull, and let's run down there and let's walk down there. It's that. It's I don't feel the need to sell myself anymore. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you have to prove?
Yeah, I don't have anything to prove anymore. Where there was a time where I was like, I'm gonna go to Nebraska and I'm gonna have everybody there go, Carlos is funny because I'm gonna be a Hispanic guy, and now I don't feel like an outsider here.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to be the headline guy at that time. Now you're just you feel like you fit in. So what inspires you now? Have you changed your material and you maybe
Well, my
mellowed a
material
little bit?
changes all the time. Like, I mean, I'll do a show tonight and tomorrow's, they'll be completely different shows. That always changes. For me, it's more about, I feel a void somewhere, and then I try to fill that void. Like right now, one of the biggest things that I'm talking about is that I think that as a society, we can't tell each other the truth anymore. And that's a bad thing. It's not a good thing to not know the truth. Like, I'm not the best looking guy in the world. And I know that because when I was a kid, I fell in love with Cheryl Ladd. And I said, Dad, I'm going to marry somebody like that when I get older. And my dad was like, well, you better make a lot of money. And I was like, why? And he was like, to make up for your face. But now I do realize that in order to get into a relationship with the type of people that I wanted to, I do have to, be different and work harder at it, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. That's lacking now, especially with our kids. Our kids are perfect. Oh, they're perfect and they're beautiful and everything's great, and that's why when they're 18, they don't want to leave the house because they're not ready for it. We told them that everything's gonna come easy and you get all your toys and everything, and then
Well,
boom.
that's funny. Yeah, we were talking about these helicopter parents, and then there were some parents on the East Coast that got in trouble because they let their kids walk to the park by themselves. They were like 6 and 8 or something like that.
Right.
And so they got in trouble. The police came and talked to them, and they had issues, and I think we kind of run to the kids' rescue all the time.
Isn't that a little bit too much of being, I mean, if a kid can walk, like my kid goes next door and he has to walk outside a gate and walk around, and I couldn't imagine like not telling. When I was a kid, my mom, I would come home and she'd be like, "Oh, you're here? Get out of my face! I'm trying to cook."
Because Carlos, we talked the last time you were here about your family and the size of your family specifically. It's different than what most of us experienced growing up with a few siblings. Mike had 2, I had 1, you had
18.
right?
I'm one of 18.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what?
They wouldn't even know if you
parents
came home.
actually put me in harm's way on purpose. just to get rid of some of the kids.
Do you think that was part of it? I mean, you didn't have
Thin the
time to beat
herd.
around the bush. You had to be honest. Just
No, but see,
raise
my
them
mom,
right.
like my mom had favorites. She never tried to
think?
love us all the
Were
same.
you one of them?
Yeah.
You were one of the
Here's how I
favorites.
knew. Because one time my mom put the brake really hard and she did this move, right?
Yeah.
Where she stopped me and
Stop
she literally
short.
did stop me. And when I came home, I was like, hey, we almost got in an accident. And my mom went like that and she stopped me and my brother started crying. She never did it to me. I hit my forehead. Do you love him more? And my mom was like, of course, he's going to make a lot of money and buy me a house. I was like that kid, from the beginning I was that kid, which was a lot of pressure, which is part of what you guys were talking about when I was young. I had to fulfill the promise of being the golden
Right.
child in my
Yeah.
family, and I'm the 17th.
That's a lot of
So
pressure.
when your parents go through 16 kids, and then you come around and they're like, finally, the one. I was like, no, I don't need this kind of pressure.
They had a lot
You
banking on
rose
you.
to it though, Carlos. You'll see him tonight, and that's it. One show. It's at 7:30. Tickets are super limited. You can call to see what's available, 493-8036, or visit funnyboneomaha.com. But I wouldn't drag my feet, guys, because it's a hot ticket to see Carlos,
Yeah.
of course.
Thanks,
It's great to
Carlos.
have you here.
It's your wife's birthday, though, huh? You better do
tomorrow.
Our
something
best
nice.
to her,
Yeah.
okay?
I got to do something
You
really
gotta do
amazing.
something. We'll talk after
I
the
know.
show.
Okay.
Still ahead, a cool opportunity for home cooks.
Yeah, plus how we're celebrating our Big Five tomorrow. It's up after our picture of the day.